what's up guys? So today we are going to continue with my teen mom pregnancy story. Last video, I will be sure to link the last video in the description, and I will continue to do that as this series goes so that you guys can keep up if you missed it, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. Okay, so last video we talked about how I found out and how I told everybody else, including my husband, boyfriend at the time. So now going forward, shortly after that, my husband left for basic training for the Army, and we announced it on Facebook the day that he left, I believe. So I will post that picture now. So that is the picture that we announced on Facebook to everybody after our family and friends and everybody had known. And then after that, I lived with my husband's parents for while he was at basic training and while he was at AIT. And yeah, it was okay. I don't know, I won't get into that in this video, but I will talk about that later probably. So we went to see my husband's basic training graduation, and it was around the time that I needed to find out the gender of little Bean. And okay, so I went to like one of those sneak peek places where they're supposed to find out a couple weeks early, but because I was a bigger girl, I had more fat tissue over my belly, so it was harder to see, so I had to wait actually closer to 20 weeks. I think I was about 18 weeks when I found out. I had to go twice. First time baby girl was just she wasn't cooperating. She kept closing her legs, and I was like, oh, for sure, like, it's a boy, he's just being difficult like his daddy. And then but like everything else was telling me that it was a girl. Like, some people just really know that it's a girl, and I just feel like I had that really great instinct that it was a girl, and I was right. The week after that, I went to the sneak peek place again, and yeah, she cooperated. She was a girl, and it was so exciting. Like, literally, I did that like the day before. Like, we were cutting it so close to having to fly out and see my husband's graduation, basic training graduation. So I was so excited to tell him, and so I have the video actually of him finding out that it was a girl. He was the first person to know. Obviously, I did not want to tell anybody, although everybody was like, tell us, it's gonna take so long. I'm like, no, it's really exciting. So I will put that video in right now so that you guys can watch. Disclaimer though, I was pregnant, I had lots of hormones, and I was a bitch. I'm not even gonna lie.
Are you gonna be that tedious? So?
Ryan, chill out a little bit. That's just like snapping the tension when you turn the corner. You're off base. I lied. You guys got me a new phone?
I got you. What? Well, go ahead and pull it out so your mom can see, because they've been waiting.
You don't know?
No. We're having a girl.
I'm having a girl. Are you recording this? Oh yeah, I have been.
Oh, this is Daddy's princess already.
Go ahead, you can cry.
Oh.
Is this the one we got?
No, I wouldn't got it.
He's having a girl. Yay, congratulations.
We don't know what she's having. He's having a girl.
So So as you can see, like at first, like my husband is so nervous about me showing that video around to people because he thinks that in the video, he thinks that people are gonna think that because of the way that he reacted that he didn't want a girl, or that he wasn't excited and anything like that, but he was so excited. When he found out that we were having a baby girl, he was just like, oh, like, gotta go buy a gun and I'm gonna get gray hair and like, you know, so yeah, he was stunned. He definitely didn't think it was a girl, but he was definitely excited, and he is a great father, and I really couldn't ask for a better daddy for our princess. So after we found out the gender, I came home, and my in-laws were having dinner with us at the time that I told my husband. So that's the other people who are in the background. So they found out at the same time that my husband found out. So after that, then I went home and I told my entire family, and everybody was so excited. My mom especially, Coraline's Mimi. So after we had found out it was a girl, my husband and I had names for the possibility of a boy and a girl. It's probably best that we had a girl because I was having such a hard time coming up with a boy name. So, but then we couldn't agree on a girl name either. So I felt like in the end I kind of got to pick. My husband probably just was like, all right, I like it, go with it, whatever. He was probably done talking about it. So I just wanted a really unique name. Every time that I'm like, oh, here's my daughter, her name is Coraline, everybody's like, oh, Caroline? I'm like, and then they're like, oh, sweet Caroline. I'm like, no, Coraline, like the movie Coraline. Yeah, so that's always fun and kind of annoying, but she'll deal with it. People always pronounce my name differently too. But I wanted to go with Veda from My Girl. I absolutely love that movie, and I have never met anybody named Veda, but I'm actually glad that I did not name her Veda now, because somebody who I went to high school with named their daughter Veda, so I would have been pretty irritated if, I mean, it's a name, but you guys know, like, I'm extra all the time, so I would have been irritated if I would have had named her Veda and then somebody else would have named their daughter Veda. Yeah, after we had found out the gender and everything, I went back home, I told everybody. We also announced it on Facebook as well. She just had the chunkiest thighs, you guys. I'm gonna be inserting all the pictures I have from her ultrasound and when she was in my belly. She was just so perfect, and I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, she was very perfect. Then when my husband graduated from AIT, he came home and we moved to Arizona from home, and I was 7 months pregnant at the time, so that was really rough. And then getting here, like, I hate when I will never move with the military again. I will never let them move my stuff again. I was here almost 8 months pregnant, and we went without furniture for about a month. I was pregnant as fuck. Again, I'll insert a picture. I was pregnant as fuck and sleeping on an air mattress, and I was just pissed off every single day. My marriage, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I really felt like it was struggling. I was really upset every day. As much as the military has done good for us, I feel like they've also done quite a bit of bad on our marriage, and it's really rough a lot, and we do things that not a lot of people agree with. But we make it work. So when we moved here, I was almost 8 months pregnant. We were without our furniture and everything for about a month. Then they moved in a bunch of shit and broke a bunch of shit, and we never got paid for it. I'm totally getting off track here. I just have a lot of negative things to say about the military. So anyways, then we moved here, my birth due date was changed quite a bit when I moved here. I got my new OB when I moved here, and I really hated them. The nurse practitioner was about the only person that I felt like actually cared. Otherwise, they talked down to me quite a bit about my weight while I was pregnant and gaining weight. And let me tell you guys, I got really big when I was pregnant. I got a lot of comments like, oh, are you having twins? And a lot of old people say that because they have no filter. So I got a lot of comments like that. I don't know if it's just because of the area that I'm in. People just think that they can say whatever the fuck they want and it doesn't matter. But like, I just did not go out in public a lot because I was so big. Even at the grocery store, like, I had to ride on one of those little buggies because it just hurt so much to walk around. So yeah, I did get a lot of negative comments that pissed me off. Yeah, so doctor's office, they were all right. The doctor I did not care for. In fact, like, he almost refused to induce me. I was almost 41 weeks and I was getting so big that I was just uncomfortable. Like, I'm almost sure, you guys, that I had gestational diabetes. I really am. I was tested more than once for it, but it came back negative every time. I just feel like maybe they didn't catch it, they didn't do something proper, because I'm almost pretty sure that I had gestational diabetes while I was pregnant. So yeah, there's that. At the end, I had to go see ultrasound a lot, and I had to get NSTs, I think. It's like where you sit in the hospital and they monitor the baby for like an hour or something, just to make sure she was okay, because my blood sugar was getting high. So I think at the end of my pregnancy, I also started to form preeclampsia, which was another reason that we wanted to induce ASAP. Not only that, but I was getting ultrasounds once a week for like the last month and a half of my pregnancy, and they, like, every week Coraline was growing like 1 to 2 pounds, and it got to the point where she was like almost 10 pounds like the last month of my pregnancy, and they were like if the doctor lets you go any longer, like, you're gonna be giving birth to like a 15-pound baby, and you're gonna have to have a C-section. And but then the ultrasound ladies were like, yeah, it's not always correct, like sometimes it's off. So yeah, they were wrong. I gave birth to an almost 11-pound baby. So yeah, she was almost 11 pounds. I don't know how much further we're gonna go in this series. I might just follow up with where we're at now as a 2-year-old and how we're doing and how she's doing. So that's, as far as right now goes, that's what I have plans for. I also want to do next my relationship with my family as well as my in-laws, all of them. So that's how we found out that baby girl was a baby girl. Everybody was super excited and super supportive, and we're all just so blessed to have her in our lives now, and I couldn't imagine a different life without her. I really couldn't. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can stay tuned on all my series of being a teen mom and finding out, and just everything, you guys, life. I'm just so excited to share my story, my husband and I's story with you guys. It's just very exciting. It's very refreshing to be able to share everything and just not give a fuck, honestly. I'm putting my story out there, and because I want to be able to help other girls out there who are going through or have went through a similar story to ours, and hopefully my story comes across and reaches you and helps you. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.